What's going on, YouTube people? I mean, scrubs. Totally, that's what I meant to say. I didn't mean to be nice. I can't damage my reputation. I'm mean. I don't like any of you guys. But anyways, what's going on, you knuckleheads? Today I think I'm going to talk a little bit about Creativerse. Now, I know. While you're busy simping over Warframe and whatnot, unless you're someone from someone that is not accustomed to this channel, then good for you. But if you're someone who simps over Warframe, I know. Warframe looks kind of funny, Jizo. What happened with Warframe? This is a weird update. Yeah, sit down, scrub. Listen. So, I covered this game a couple of years ago, I think, right here on this channel. And I was fangirling a little bit about the game because it was really nice and just really cool. And all of those things are still valid. All those things are great. The game is basically Minecraft, just looks better, has more interesting things to do in it, in my opinion. It's free, so you can play the whole damn thing completely for free. You can find it on Steam. It is super easy to join other people's servers and join your friends and play together on a massive scale, completely free of charge. It's just, to me, it is Minecraft, but with extra quality of life, right? Now, Minecraft does kind of take the cake when it comes to like mods and all the shit that you can do for yourself and just kind of like modify the game to be whatever you want. And yes, you can also use shaders and all of that, but that's one of the core things that has always annoyed me a little bit about Minecraft is that Minecraft is a great base game, but I feel like there's too much that I have to do to it via mods, for example, or texture packs and shaders and whatnot, to make it appealing to me, right? Don't get me wrong, Minecraft is a fine and dandy game. I just feel like it could do a little bit better by default. And that's kind of where Creativerse came in. Creativerse just popped into existence out of nowhere. I don't know how many years ago, but it's just been around. Nobody knows of this game. Nobody plays this game. I don't understand exactly why. To me, it's definitely an upgrade from Minecraft. But the one thing that I speculated might be one of the main reasons why Creativerse never really took off is because Creativerse didn't have a creative mode. Ironically. You know? Damn name of the game is Creativerse, right? But there's no creator mode. So you can only play the game vanilla style. So, no flying, you could get flying by getting yourself a glider and stuff like that, sure, but you couldn't fly around, you couldn't hack the game, you couldn't give yourself infinite blocks and stuff like that, you couldn't just focus on building only. So you had to play the game the normal way, the way it was intended. And the game is just basically open world survival, PvE. You can tame creatures, for example. You have the option where you can either slay the creatures, and the deeper levels you go, there are also biomes, different layers of biomes as you dig down, unlike in Minecraft where the only thing that changes is really the materials that you get until you sometime hit bedrock, right? So in this game you have layers that I'm not going to spoil because they're kind of cool to discover by yourself, but they have layered underworld. And the deeper you go, the more difficult the enemies get, right? The monsters get. Now, the monsters, if you kill them, they will have a small chance of dropping some very rare items that you can use for your crafting and whatnot. Well, not super rare. I mean, relative to like Warframe rare, right? Or Guild Wars 2 rare. This shit ain't rare, alright? It drops like hot pockets. But basically that's how you would acquire these things, you know, like the Ender Pearl or something from Minecraft as an example. You have to kill Endermen. And it's similar in this game. However, you also have the option to tame the creatures instead. So make them yours, where you have to be fairly clever because they will try to murder you while you're trying to give them TLC. But eventually you do kind of snap them out of it, and you can tame them and they become yours, and you can take them to your house and have them stay there. Why would you do that? Well, you can then take care of them by washing them and feeding them and doing whatever needs they have, right? And in return, they will give you more yield of that exact item. So that's just a little nice quirk that the game has that I noticed that I really liked. But back to the reason why I think that even though Creativerse is arguably a much better game design than Minecraft is, why this game never really took off, and that is because it didn't have the said creative mode. So you could only play the regular PvE game. All of that changed in February, I believe, this year. I don't know how I missed that, but it was the one thing where I figured if the devs would introduce a creative mode where you can focus on building only, don't have to worry about mobs, you don't have to worry about material gathering, you don't have to worry about any of that. You just have all the blocks and you can just go creative and have a good time. Well, that's a thing now. However, here's the catch. I don't know if this counts as a catch, but it might for you. For me, not really. Like I said, the game is free to play, right? You can download it right now from Steam and just go right ahead and have all the fun in the world. You can invite your friends. By the way, I would also invite you guys to join the Ashisogi server. I'll probably put the name down in the description with the pin as well. It's very easy. The name of the server is Ashisogi Tenno, I think, and the password should be Ashisogi. So if you want to join us knuckleheads in our village, then go right the hell ahead. But aside from that, you can download the game right now and just start playing and have a blast, right? Easy peasy. However, the game also has a paid version, which is the so-called Pro version. Now, back in the day, the Pro version was, in all honesty, pretty shit. It was pretty shit, right? It sounded pretty good, and eventually I got it. It was like 20 bucks or so, right? And eventually I got it because it did sound pretty good, and I figured, that glider, that instant glider that you get, that sounds kind of good too, and it might help and whatnot. And so I downloaded the damn thing, the Pro version, and turns out it's not worth it at all. It was literal dog shit. However, that has changed since February because now the Pro version includes the creative mode. So if you get yourself Creativerse Pro, right, which is about just the same price as Minecraft has anyway, right? Then you can also do pretty much exactly the same things that you could do in Minecraft as well. You can build infinitely, you can do whatever you want, and it's really, really good now. To me, the Pro version with that change alone has become worthwhile, right? Because you're faced with two options. Either you play the game for free and you don't have the convenience of having a God mode, or you pay about the same price you probably may have paid for Minecraft anyway, and have the same thing just with better quality of life, in my opinion, right? Also, there's a nice little perk to Pro mode as well. In a sense, if you go Pro, you become a god in the game. Like, for example, let's say out of the couple of you guys who are watching this video, let's say 100 of you guys decide to join my Ashisogi server and hang out with some other people that play there from time to time, right? And have been for the couple of past years, right? Since I own Pro mode, I can bestow Pro mode on anyone I want to within my server, right? I mean, that's just nuts. You have the full benefits from Pro mode if I give it to you. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I reserve that for the mods and the trusted fellows in there, right? Of course, naturally. I'm not going to give you random god mode. That's crazy, right? I'm just saying this is something that might be interesting for you, right? Maybe you play it with your friends or whatever, and only one of you wants to maybe pay the Pro version or whatever, then that's fine. Then whichever one that is pays for the Pro, invites all of the friends into that server, and then just gives Pro mode to everyone else. However, that bestowed, that gifted Pro mode will only work within that person's world. So if you don't have Pro, you come to my server, I give you Pro, and then you can play God mode within the game. If you leave my server, go anywhere else, then of course you won't have God mode there. As long as you're in my world, and as long as I allow you to have Pro mode, you have Pro mode as if you had purchased it yourself, right? So this is just my little public service announcement yet again, not a full-blown review or anything. I just noticed that Creativerse decided to add a freaking Pro freaking creative mode to their pro version, and with that single addition, in my opinion, I think that the pro version is now all of a sudden worth it. So I would very humbly recommend you guys give this game a shot. If you like building type of games, maybe you'll like it. It even has a little bit of lore in it, unlike Minecraft. So like I said, to me it's just an upgrade to Minecraft. It's a little bit more pleasant on the eyes, it has quality of life, it has really cool machines and really cool gadgets and stuff like that. It's just overall, to me, a more interesting looking game. Will it ever compete with Minecraft properly? Maybe if there were some more quality of life changes to the building system, which is very similar and in some cases even better, like you can rotate the blocks however you want without any mods or anything like that, right? Just for an example. So there's a lot of that already in the game, but maybe some more might help take the cake. And of course, if the community gets together and they start discovering Creativerse might actually be able to compete with Minecraft. So if you want to join my my Ashisogi Tenno server on Creativerse, and you'll see me there sometimes. I don't play it too often anymore, but sometimes, especially during streams. Like I said, I believe the name world is Ashisogi Tenno, just like this channel, and the code to get in should be Ashisogi. I'll figure that out though, and I'll put it in the description below or in a pinned message or somehow visible for you guys to see. So maybe I'll see you in Creativerse, and if not, then that's okay. In any case, I'll see you in the next video or stream. And yeah, take care of yourselves, guys. Take it easy and stay safe and healthy and all that other good shit. Catch you in the next video. Until then, peace the fuck out.